Good evening. My name is Sarah Nanas, and I will be presenting my individual capstone project. The title is GED Education Initiative. Um, and we will first begin by looking at our agenda. So in this presentation, we will start with executive summary, then go to project rationale, the background of the project, the value of the project, and why we're doing it, the risks involved within this project, the implementation plan, a timeline, the budget, the conclusion, and references. So first we begin with our executive summary. So the purpose of this project that I'm proposing is to get adults who do not have a high school diploma or GED, um, trying to get them their education to help the community as a whole. So it's been found that there's an overwhelming number of adults who have not finished high school for various reasons, and sometimes they have not even reached the middle school age level just due to their circumstances in life journeys. So this project will highlight the reasons that some people didn't finish their education and come up with strategies of ways to meet people in their time of need and to eliminate any barriers that may be standing in the way of themselves and their education. In this initiative, our goal will also be to encourage and show our clients what a difference their lives and futures can have, or excuse me, how different they can be um, with having their high school diploma, GED, or equivalent. So with the resources and support from our nonprofit organization, we are hopeful to help change countless lives. So our program rationale in the application is within my position that I hold as an adult education navigator is my title. Um, the job duties include identifying adult and youth, so youth would be between the ages of 17 and 21, who are part of the organization's program, who do not hold a high school diploma or GED equivalent, and to gather their information. So we look at the entire case to see if the participants have other barriers or things that they're facing in life that will not allow or have not allowed them to complete their education. So we look at details such as how many children they have, what ages are the children, their basic needs, things like this. So we make sure that the participants' basic needs are met, such as food, clothing, housing, transportation, childcare, and then we ensure that there is no domestic abuse happening within the home. So these are very important things to take note of to meet the initial needs of the clients before or introducing the possibility of them obtaining their education. And we understand that it can be incredibly difficult for adults or young adults to refocus on getting their education because of the commitment is a very big one, um, and it's not always easy for people to get their minds back into a place of education. So we help with those barriers, and we will continue to work with the clients to make sure that they have all the things that they need um, before, during, and after they're in the program and while they're getting their education. So we have found within our program there is 200 plus participants without their high school diploma or equivalent. And we've also, the organization as a whole has seen how big of a problem this is. So there was funding made available by grants for this specific program. So the funds are for anything that a client may need. Again, if they are in need of clothes, shelter, food, school supplies, anything like that, that's what the funding can be for. So again, we are here to set up clients to have a successful future in their work and their just their life in general. Um, So the background, again, just adding a little bit to the numbers of our 200 plus clients, just looking at um, the nation kind of as a whole, more than 2 million dropouts, that's the status, between the ages of 16 and 14, and 5.3, so that's about 5.3% of students dropping out of high school. They broke it down a little farther. The males dropping out was 6.2% and females at 4.4%. There was an even farther breakdown in within ethnicity groups. So we're looking at the number of Asians between the ages of 16 and 24 was at 2.4%. The number of blacks was at 4.2%, and the number of whites is at 4.8%. And so I know that can break down a little farther going into, um, different other nationalities. So the value of this project um, that was introduced it's very exciting. The organization was intentional about helping people find what they are most passionate about and about getting them to a point of success and happiness. So the vision is that we talk to the people, find out, what kind of things they enjoy doing, what things they always thought they were, wanting to do, or where in their lives now that they would like to improve or just have um, a better future. So something where they can make money and provide for their families. We also are looking at the value as just trying to help this specific population of not being dependent on um, the government assistance, um, and teaching their children and the next person, and helping other people to do the same. So we kind of are trying to, build clients up to be a help for the next person that they come in contact with. And again, this was not easy, especially when we have clients who just are not ready for it, or they just, um, just refuse the help, because we understand that not everyone is going to accept the help and see the value in it. So, of course, there are many risks within this program. So, while this new program can be very beneficial and have a lot of rewards, we understand that doesn't come without risks. So, if anyone knows the nonprofit organizations and the nonprofit world, when an organization is handed money for programming, they're the funders expect results. They expect the money to be used properly. Every part of the program and the activities taking place will be watched and evaluated to determine if the program will be funded again. So the numbers that are provided will be looked at for future funding as well. So the stakeholders for the program are depending on the management and employees to be especially strategic and creative in the way we are handling funds and getting people into the program and to be active in it. So the problem lies in the fact that, again, the program is free to our clients and we cannot make anyone do anything that they don't want to or that they're just not ready for. So that comes into our implementation of how creative we get and how we can really show the participants the value and that it will be good for the future. So our implementation, as we mentioned earlier, we, are talking about the how, right? How do we make all this work? So I had to think outside the box and really look at um, what I would want if I was a part of this program. So first we just started with cold calls, emails. Um, we There's another portion to getting participants enrolled in the program. They need to have a TABE test completed. So the TABE test is the basic adult, um, uh, the basic adult test for math and reading. So this just gives us an idea of where the clients are. they give us an idea of where the clients are with their math and reading skills. So this helps us to place them appropriately, see if they are um, able to just start taking their GED testing without needing to take classes. We have that situation happen sometimes. And we just like to make sure they have that test taken before we enroll them. So next, we are going to continue to offer supportive services. So just letting them know if they need anything while they're taking their test, we can set up daycare. While they are going to classes, we have daycare to offer. We also have incentive programs that we offer the participants, so giving them a little something to get them to take their TABE tests. We plan to do gift card incentives to those who faithfully come, and also gift cards when they enroll. And just along the way, we are going to offer things such as breakfast when they come to complete their TABE testing. Any little thing we can do to spark interest in the program and get our clients to see the importance of it is definitely going to be worth a shot. So throughout this, we just continue to be creative in what we do and how we show these participants that we're here for them and we care and that we're going to help them to get what they need. And essentially that they're not going to be alone in this. So our timeline project would ideally begin before school semester starts. And, we can also offer this throughout as well. The advantage that we do have with the GED program is that participants can take GED tests at any time after their TABE scores show that they are ready. So for those individuals who score higher on their TABE testing, we can offer them practice tests right away. So right away after their practice test, then they, depending on their score, then they can go ahead and start taking their GED tests and be done with it. Other participants who do need the classes will have to wait for the quarters. So for the quarters to begin the classes. So here we are looking at August to begin calling, emailing, and really we can start well before this. We can start, summer months, start getting people thinking about it as the fall is coming up. So there's a lot of flexibility and when we can begin calls. We just got to be strategic and making sure it's not too far out, where people, can say yes and change their mind, or a lot can happen in between. So we just want to be strategic in that. So we'll start with August, beginning of August. Next in September, we will do our events that we're planning for our participants in 2022. Excuse me. So in September, the events, and then we can begin the TABE testing and GED testing as well. So right around then, we will, in August, we're going to do first the Jumpstart Your Education barbecue. So this is another opportunity for people to meet us, to get signed up for their for GED or TABE testing, and getting them excited. So they come, get a free meal, get some school supplies for themselves and their kids, and just kind of make it a fun event and have little getaways or giveaways as well. Then continuing in September into October, we do another event. We're doing a costume and candy giveaway. So again, same concept, same idea, getting the people there, giving them something fun to do with their family, and also letting them meet us and have us show who we are and getting them enrolled and situated in all of their educational needs. October, the classes and GED testing begin. And we offer supportive services again through all of this. We offer it in the beginning, middle, and end. And then fast forward to May, we do have a whole graduation for GED graduates, and give them, more gift cards, incentives, gifts, and things like that.